Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Today, we will talk about empowering your business with seamless communication. My name is Eleonora, and I will be your host today. And I'm glad to have here with me Filippo Percario, Global Director of Partnerships in Mitto. Welcome, Filippo. And Paolo Mazzarani, Ethics Managing Director. And welcome, Paolo.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for inviting Eleonora.
Hello.
Before starting, let me remind our audience to drop any question directly in the comment section, and we will reply at the end of our talk. So let's start by sharing some interesting data I have from Mitto's customer surveys. Here we have a global customer reach and some metrics about Viber and WhatsApp, and we will see KPIs about the changing in customer consumption habits. Filippo, can you help me comment on these slides?
Sure. The slide is quite self-explanatory, and it definitely and clearly showing the WhatsApp larger user base and the high engagement rate that makes an incredible and powerful tool for businesses that aim to reach a large audience and quickly. Apparently, 60% of the users are reading messaging within minutes. Actually, would challenge it and would say most likely it's going to be within seconds. However, it's a very effective way how to communicate with the customer base. Viber, well, it's a smaller in comparison of WhatsApp, but it definitely still offers access to over 1 billion of users, which of course is quite substantial, and which it makes it a valuable channel, particularly in the regions where Viber is more popular. In fact, the two badges are positioned where they are most penetrating into those territories where the WhatsApp is more into the European and the Western part of the world, and Viber is more into the Eastern part of the world and in Asia.
Well, and here we have a second slide. What do we have here?
So here, this slide highlights the importance of a positive customer experience, and moreover, the need for brands to offer an integrated multiple communication channel strategy. It does really emphasize how the consumer value seamless communication and real-time interaction with brands, and actually how do they expect that brands innovate in the way how they interact with their customer base. Therefore, company really should focus on enhancing the customer satisfaction throughout diverse and, of course, more efficient communication methods. As those elements are really critical for retaining the customer base and also to encourage brand advocacy.
Well, very, very interesting data we have here. Now, let's go deeper in our webinar topic. And Filippo, please tell us more about Mitto and how omnichannel solutions meet customer expectation, which I saw in the slides.
Sure. Mitto is a global CPaaS provider, which means a communication platform as a service provider. We operate the business over a proprietary infrastructure that has been taught, built, and maintained by Mitto, and is kept maintained by Mitto employees. We sit proudly into the Magic Quadrant for CPaaS for the second year in a row, which actually positioned Mitto among the top 12 CPaaS companies globally. We have presence in 38 countries, and we support multiple use cases when it comes to the messaging business. And thanks to our platform and the scalability, we support and switch several billions messages every year. So to answer your questions of how omnichannel solutions meet consumer expectation, right? Omnichannel solution meets the consumer expectation, providing a more personalized and convenient experience. How? For sure, integrating the various channels and leveraging the data access with help of the artificial intelligence. Therefore, those two ingredients combined are really helping businesses to deliver a much better customer journey and moreover align with the evolving demands of the today's consumer. I mean, we are all consumers and we know how we want to interact with businesses or how we would love to interact with businesses. And we are really passionate about what we are doing. And then definitely we strongly believe that chat apps plus AI is the place where conversation must happen.
And Paolo, how conversational AI and Athic solutions contribute to this scenario?
I think an example is better than 1,000 words. So I think we have a video here. Let's see
Yeah.
it together. Well, this is just an example of how we can provide a very high level of personalization with the customer preferred channel. In this case, there was a patient that chose to use WhatsApp. But in fact, thanks to Mitto and Crafter conversational AI platform, you can now easily enable all your WhatsApp, Viber, Messenger, SMS channels and bring to reality ChatGPT like conversation at scale. Additional application can range from asking for a refund or substitute wrong product delivery, or technical support for customers, or e-commerce and marketplace support for searching your catalog in a very natural language style way, and making it like if you are talking to a virtual or a real live sales assistant, or even in human resources like HR for supporting new hires of on the onboarding process. So the partnership with Mitto is fundamental, generates immediate value because we can enable clients to automate their channel. We find it very easy and easy to use because Mitto and the Crafter work perfectly together, and we have hidden all the complexity behind these processes.
Well, then, Filippo, do you want to add anything to Paolo's comment?
I think that's definitely a very good example. I mean, there are plenty of how the two different technology works very well together and in sync. And what we can highlight here is where the Mito mission is to deliver the messages efficiently, and the Athics goal is to make the communications more effective and actually meaningful. So what I would say is that Mito creates and enables the access to the path to the customer, and Athics facilitate the interactions.
Well, and that is a really good example of integration we just saw in the video. Talking about challenges, what are the challenges and pain points that are addressed when combining conversational AI with omnichannel solutions?
Very good question. So when it comes to the omni-channel, right? So there are two challenges. One is about the messages deliverability and the chat apps availability. So I'm going to try to keep it very simple. So where it comes to message deliverability, which of course it does rely on the Mitto's platform and the channels that are used. So therefore the WhatsApp and the Viber ecosystems, which at this moment in time, of course, they are outside of our control. But also there is another element, which is about the data plans of the customers, because, for example, the WhatsApp or the Viber, they only work when there is data connectivity. Therefore, what we need to make sure is that we always keep those links up and running. And also in the cases where, for example, a customer runs out of data or don't have data coverage, there's always a plan B that it can always be addressed with the use of an SMS as a failover channel. Therefore, the Mitto switching platform reliability and scalability is here to grant the accessibility and the deliverability of the messages in integration, of course, with the AI of Athics, where, of course, always need to be there as support of the customer. Therefore, as Paolo was mentioning, what is our goal is to simplify all the complexity and making those complex situations very easy accessible to our partners.
And Paolo, what are the challenges from a conversational AI point of view?
Well, on the conversational side, it's a very complex world, okay? And we try to make it easy, as Philip was saying. It's not an easy task, but we are on the way to realize it, and we are in a very good company now with Mitto. So the main three challenges we see are related to these three elements. First, increasing cost to manage requests, providing clients with excellent experiences, and the complexity to realize and integrate the system into organizations. So let's start from the first one, increasing cost. According to a McKinsey analysis, nearly 60% of marketing and operational leaders expect a strong increase in the volumes of inbound requests, most of which are today conversation over the phone and emails, and all managed by human operators. So they need to automate these interactions, since this process is no longer sustainable from a cost standpoint. So the first challenge and the first opportunity at the same time is mitigating this rising cost with artificial intelligence applied to contact channels like WhatsApp and Viber, as Filippo was saying. So the impact on this can be massive on cost reduction. The second challenge is the need to provide an excellent and customized customer experience while interacting via these channels. So when clients contact you with Viber, let's say, they expect that you recognize them, first of all. And in fact, the same research from McKinsey shows that 86% of clients expect customer service to be well informed about them. Then, of course, you have to understand what they are asking for. And this is a challenge. It seems to be easy, but it's not. Solving their problems quickly, possibly, and this is very important, having a conversational experience in the natural language style. Like if they were texting, we're talking about texting application, if they were texting a friend. Usually you don't write to your friend, hey, John, what are you up tonight? Press 1 to go out for a beer, press 2 for a cinema, or press 3 if you are tired and you want to stay home tonight. No, this doesn't happen, of course. And in fact, a recent AI multiple study demonstrated that companies that personalize their interaction with clients generate 40% more revenues than competitors. The final big challenge is complexity. Complexity to integrate these systems into your organization, which is the most impactful and project blocking reason, according to Gartner. So here is where the partnership with Mitto plays a pivotal role and makes the difference. You can now really address all this complexity with an easy-to-use, no-code platform that natively integrates into your systems. And the reality is that, in fact, through a consolidated methodology, we can go live and deliver results in less than a month. So I would just finish this with a kind of statement, which maybe stop talking about AI and let's go real instead, so we can do it.
Yeah, and as far as I understand from what you just said, it's a winning partnership as Mitto helps to overcome the infrastructure challenge behind an omni-channel strategy, while Athics helps managing conversation better and enhancing relationships with customers. What do you think, Filippo? Is this a good summary?
Absolutely. I think this is where quality and quantity meets, where, with our infrastructure, we can secure the management of the high quantity of messages that are incoming and are outgoing, always with the paramount of the quality. And Athics, with their artificial intelligence, can manage the conversational message quantity, maintaining always a qualitative customer engagement thanks to the power of your AI.
And talking about benefits now, we understand that setting up an omni-channel strategy with the help of conversational AI helps businesses to reach their customers everywhere. What are the main benefits of AI integration in omni-channel?
Well, the use of the omni-channel messaging that get, of course, the customer closer to businesses because the communication happen via their preferred, known, and actually, I would emphasize trusted application. Therefore, the benefit that I can think of are for sure an improved customer service, more efficient data management thanks to the AI, an instant customer insight and behavior, again, thanks to the AI. And of course, moreover, the scalability, which absolutely is pivotal here because we're going to be able to help businesses to manage an enormous amount of inquiry requests in a very efficient and cost-efficient actually way as well.
And Paolo, do you want to add something about benefits of AI integration?
Sure. By combining conversational AI with the preferred customer messaging apps, you can, first of all, leverage on Gen AI to provide the clients with human conversational level, which is a pleasant experience for most of us. Manage one-to-one relationships with each of them, customizing every single interaction, which is very important to your clients. And with that, achieving a strong consistency along all the customer journey. The result is that after a good experience that a client may experience in the WhatsApp messaging, it will go back to WhatsApp or Viber rather than calling a contact center. The result is that now you are in the customer pocket among their friends' contact list, and I think there is no need to further explain to marketers or sales manager all the opportunities that this offers in terms of marketing and upselling, being in customer pockets. In terms of trying to quantify these benefits, because it's always very important to try and quantify all the benefits. I'm happy to share some evidence from companies that implemented conversational WhatsApp in their sales and customer service use cases. In terms of revenues, they achieved a 20% digital sales conversion rates and a 50% bigger e-commerce shopping cart for ones that used in the conversational commerce. And on the operational efficiency side, they experienced a 60% reduction in customer service cost and a 96% request managed autonomously by the AI chatbot, which is quite impressive.
And Paolo, can you provide other examples of how businesses have successfully implemented Mitto and Athics solutions to improve their customer engagement?
Sure. Well, again, I think we're going to be showing a QR code. If you, with your camera, opens it, it will be a WhatsApp chatbot focused on providing information on omnichannel opportunities and conversational AI. So if you ask questions about these areas, it will answer. You can try it. It's live already, so you can test it. Of course, if you will ask about the next United States elections, it won't answer you, but it's something that we want being like this, because our focus is not presidential elections, but is conversational AI and omnichannel opportunities. Why I'm saying this? Because the baseline is a brand, as a company, an enterprise that has understood the power of communication and may have already implemented some social messaging channels. If you think your company fits in this scenario, you are very, very well positioned to exploit a greater value through the usage of conversational AI applied to conversational channels. Let's keep a couple of examples. Let's make the virtual sales assistants for travel industry. A WhatsApp chatbot generated 65% engagement rate and a 19% redemption on promotional campaigns, which is quite astonishing. Conversational AI, in this case, has played a crucial role in enhancing customer engagement by providing real-time, contextual, and relevant responses to clients. If you give the wrong answers or you wait too long to provide answers, clients will run away. So it can handle multiple inquiries simultaneously, offer personalized recommendations, and learn from interaction to improve over time. This obviously leads to a more efficient customer service with a higher engaging experience. Another interesting use case is related to what is emerging as a strong trend in the e-commerce space, which is called conversational commerce. What we have done is to transform an informational chatbot that simply answers questions into a real sales consultant, but virtual, not human, that leverages on all the information that are already available in your e-commerce database or catalog: technical information, functional information, description of your products, prices, colors, stock availability, everything integrated in your systems, and can provide accurate and contextualized information to clients that are looking for specific products or characteristic in their research. Imagine yourself when you go into an e-commerce website. Usually, e-commerce offers you the opportunity to filter, but filters in reality is not a very nice experience, since you still need to open every single product to get the description, to get that detail you're looking for, but maybe you cannot filter, and then compare it yourself. Now, with a natural language experience, you can offer the next level of experience to your e-commerce clients. They will simply text you and text what they are looking for, and they receive all the information in a very natural language way, and all the details they ask about. Not all the information, but just the ones they are looking for. So today you can really unify the power of artificial intelligence, conversational AI, with the power of messaging platform, chat platform, and applications, obtaining a huge advantage in a very, very short time.
Well, very, very interesting. Definitely combining conversational AI and omnichannel solution can really boost business strategies and make the difference in managing customers' interactions. But we are talking about something that is already happening. So what do you see as the next big trend in customer engagement? How are Mitto and Athics preparing to stay ahead of these trends?
Well, I think the next big trend in customer engagement is likely to revolve around the integration of advanced artificial intelligence capabilities, right? That are going to enhance a personalized experience within the engagement software as a service tool that the businesses use to interact with their customer. Therefore, incorporating the AI improve messaging services and ensure that they are more context aware and personalized, which is the beauty of those two technologies merge together. To answer to your question, but how Athics and Mitto are preparing to stay ahead, I would say that our technologies, to an extent, are already ahead of several players into the marketplace. However, both companies are going to keep investing into the technology and to make sure they're going to keep this gap. And that's why also, for example, the likes of the Gartner and the Juniper quote us among the market leaders of this market. So again, yeah, what we need to make sure that we're going to keep our customer, that is going to keep their customer providing with an omni-channel capabilities that, of course, will include new platforms, new devices, and moreover, is going to ensure a seamless customer experience.
And Paolo, what are the next big trends in your opinion?
Well, talking about customer engagement, we cannot talk about privacy. And as Filippo already talked about AI, I can. I just want to change the focus also on this aspect, which is very, very relevant. In European Union, we have GDPR, which is probably the most restrictive regulatory law in the world in terms of privacy. The good news is that we are fully compliant with it. And so it's relatively easy to adapt also to other ones, such as US CCPA in California or the South African Protection for Personal Information Act. So why is this important? Because brands are more and more global, and best practices need to be easily replicated in multiple geographies across the world with a very low effort. Otherwise, all benefits will vanish. So in this case, with Mitto and Athics, once you are in the position to scale the model, you have a very strong competitive advantage because you can enter consumer chat apps across the world. So this means concretely that you can move your communication marketing campaigns from SEO, SEO, and generic social engagement and directly entering in the mobile apps of your clients. And this, of course, opens a bunch of new opportunities for communication and engagement of your clients.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for this interesting talk. We are almost at the end of our webinar, but before opening to our Q&A session, I want to give you some advice to our audience. So what would you suggest to businesses that are just starting to explore omnichannel and AI solutions to ensure a smooth and successful implementation?
Starting from the concept of being customer-centric or perhaps customer-obsessed, there are two main topics I would strongly recommend. One is definitely to define clear objectives of what a business would like to achieve with the use of the omni-channel and the AI solutions. Whatever they want to improve customer engagement, increasing their sales, or enhancing customer experience and customer services. Therefore, they need to have a very clear objective that they're going to drive the implementation of the omni-channel together with AI. On top of these, of course, the choice of having the right technology partners is fundamental, because here we need to meet, again, quality and quantity. So therefore, when it comes to quantity, the platforms and the infrastructure that are going to be embraced definitely need to guarantee the scalability of the business. But also the other more important, well, not more, but equally important element is how the AI and the chat apps will integrate with the software that they're using, because of course we're talking about here the use of the omnichannel communication, the AI. Of course, businesses also use our tools like the social media, the email, the in-store messaging, whatever. So therefore, all of those elements that really need to coexist together. Therefore, integration is definitely key and pivotal for the success.
And Paolo, what's your suggestion what's your advice?
Yeah, I don't want to give any advice to anyone, but in my experience, just seeing how successful clients implemented what has been done to maximize AI investments and have a smooth and successful project is to recommend, first of all, to work with specialty vendors like Mitto, which is a very, very high guarantee to work in a very smooth way. But I would say 3 areas of focus. First, defining that in a way matches on what Filippo just said. First one is defining clear use cases. So try to address the most compelling ones and the one where you have most challenges. Maybe rising cost for customer service management. This may be a good example for a quick win and a payback period in less than 6 months. Maybe customer experience, maybe pushing e-commerce sales via the conversational commerce. Well, it doesn't matter what use case you choose, but choose the one that better makes sense for you. Second element, prioritization. Try to prioritize based on the expected volumes of interactions. As Filippo said, this technology works very well on big volumes. So try to focus on where the big volumes are. So this is the second element. And finally, choose a scalable, user-friendly platform that integrates very well into your existing ecosystem, technical ecosystem, partner ecosystem, and allows you to leverage on previous investments. So very simple elements to keep in mind when you're trying to implement such projects.
Thank you, Paolo. Thank you, Filippo. Before starting with our Q&A sessions, I want to thank everyone from both organizations, Mitto and Athics, who contributed to the success of this webinar. Let's hear from our audience now. I don't know if any question has arrived. In the meantime, yes, there's a question. Do you think that the fact that Meta bought WhatsApp had an effect on the increase in the use of that application? With the introduction of free use of AI in the photo editing part announced by WhatsApp, increase the use of that application even more?
It's a very good question. I think probably no, I was not mentioning earlier, but probably yes. We don't see on the horizon any new, let's say, chat apps coming out there, right? Especially that they're going to have the same relevance of the WhatsApp or the Viber. So what we expect are going to be announcement of the use of the WhatsApp and value added, like the one that Stefan has just mentioned. So I believe that yes is the answer, especially if those technology will become made available for also the businesses. So basically made it available with an API access that as Mitto, of course, we're going to make sure that it's going to be provided the access to the businesses. So it's not clear yet if it's going to be just for P2P or it's also going to become available on A2P. Or usually it becomes available on a P2P basis, and then afterwards it becomes available to the businesses. But yeah, I would like also to hear more from Paolo as well, as it might going to have an impact on the AI side as well.
Yes, well, what I think, I don't have a specific answer on this, but I think that once these technologies become easy to use, then of course the increase on using it and the impact on volumes will rapidly grow. So yes, I think that Meta is in the very well positioned to to make it easy and simple to use AI for pictures, but not only. So I think that this will help a lot. What is going to be our job? I mean, Mitto's and Athics' job is to make also simple and easy, and this is the direction we're trying to follow, to integrate with these systems and in a way helping clients to get an ROI higher than what they expected on the business side. On the consumer side, of course, this is for sure happening.
I think I just wanted to add one thing, right? The beauty of providing access to the technology to a vast, large scale of people, right? Raise awareness. It's like, ChatGPT last autumn, right? I mean, the artificial intelligence has always been there, right? Now what has changed is the access to the AI to the people. That's where, everyone goes crazy about this technology. Therefore, I think, I'm not sure if it's going to increase the use of the WhatsApp, but for sure it's going to potentially have a side effect of seeing how AI can I want to say help, or perhaps to an extent enhance the experience, for sure. I think just providing access to technology always helps the evolution.
Well, let's see if we have. Okay, Stefan Todosiewicz, I don't know if I'm pronouncing well, Meta's acquisition of WhatsApp had a notable impact on the app's growth and popularity, since Meta already have more visibility and can use other platforms to attract users to WhatsApp. The AI feature can give WhatsApp a competitive edge over other messaging apps, potentially attracting users from rival platforms. So it is expected to further boost user engagement and growth. So this seems to be a comment to the previous question.
OG is helping us answering. Thank you, OG.
Thank you. Okay, and Stefan says, what I need as a seller is better access to potential customers. Sure. Will I be able to find out information through chat that will help me contact targeted smaller businesses?
Yes. I mean, the power of the WhatsApp, for example, is not only for businesses to contact customer, but also for customer to contact businesses. Therefore, if we use this technology to make an easy access from a consumer point of view into business, absolutely, I think that's going to be a different strategy of pitching new customers.
Yeah,
and
I
of
agree.
course, adding this with AI, then Paolo can tell you.
No, but I agree. It's a matter of strategy here. It's not technological. It's the way you use chat applications for selling. So you as a seller, Stefan, you can leverage now, WhatsApp, Viber, and all these applications to communicate. And this is given. What is not given for granted is that you now understand what clients are telling you, and you can have a flexibility on managing various type of discussion and conversations. And this is something that now you can do with some high level of confidence. And the third level is that on this, we have seen already some exercise on this. You can build up elements like gamification. So you can attract your audience from different sources. And omnichannel here plays a pivotal role, because you can attract, if you are a food producer, you can put some QR code, as we have done in this webinar, but you can put some QR code in your product box, and then interacting directly from everyone that buys your products. And the nice thing is that if they interact via WhatsApp, then you are on their pocket. You are in the client's friends list, let's say, and then you can move the discussion further, move the conversation further. So really, it opens up a number of opportunities to be played around with that are really are changing the way brands, so sellers, interact with their potential clients or clients.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing here, right? Let's do not underestimate the value of when a customer reach out via WhatsApp a business. So you immediately got their mobile numbers, so you don't have, let's say, their second, third, or fourth private email, because usually, people, even when they have two mobile phones, they carry one WhatsApp. That's where they do. So that is another super and important element that the businesses need to take into account. How powerful is that?
Yeah, and sorry, I had another thing as well. So it's not going to be just one channel strategy is going to be all channels together. So it's not only WhatsApp, only Viber, only email, only phone. It's all these channels working together. This is really important to understand.
Yeah, that's why we are talking about omni-channel. And while we're waiting for some more questions from our audience, I have a question for you both. Are there any common questions you get from your customers that you want to share with us, starting from Filippo?
Sure. One of the most common asked question is about data security, right? Which of course is one of the critical aspects. And that's where we need to make sure that we encrypt all the data and we use secure API methods. Therefore, ensuring that all the API used for integrating different channels and of course systems in the omnichannel messaging platform are secure. How is to use the API gateways enforcing API keys. Another important element here is to keep training employees on how important is the data security and what are the best practices for protecting customer data. Because of course now we've been talking until now about technology, but let's not forget that all the technology is supported by all the talented teams that belong to Mitto and of course to Athics. On top of this, of course, we as an organization, we run regular audits and compliance meetings that, of course, we prove that we meet all the required certifications to operate globally and to meet all the criteria to run businesses on behalf, of course, of other businesses as well.
Paolo, could you share some of the common question you get from our clients?
Sure. Well, clients actually often ask about what is the ROI of integrating AI in their marketing or operation strategies.
Yeah, having some network.
An average pay. Sorry, can you hear me now? I'm back.
Yeah.
All right. So when question about ROI arrive, the general average answer is that AI applications have a payback period of about 6 to 18 months. Obviously, it varies from case to case and from company to company. It depends from many variables. To make some example, if we take the cost reduction and automation use case, usually you have a faster return on investment, but then the benefit stays flat across, along the years. Instead, the revenue grows. We were talking about conversational commerce. Usually takes a little longer to get have the real benefits, but then they skyrocket because they really impact the process of a company. For the customer satisfaction and customer experience, it usually is something transversal to all use cases and provide a diffuse benefits in terms of branding and NPS, Net Promoter Score. So this is more or less I can share with the audience.
Thank you. Well, we're arrived at the end of our webinar. I see that we have no more questions in our comments. So thank you, Filippo and Paolo, for your answers for this interesting talk. And thank you to everyone that joined us today. If you have more questions, feel free to drop in the comments. We will reply directly. Possibly leave your email if you want to be contacted by email, so we can reach out to you and send us an email or direct message. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.